on behalf of Isothermal Community College, I welcome you to this commencement. It is my honor and privilege to convene this ceremony. As you are able, please remain standing as we sing America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You may be seated.
Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Seema Daigle, and I serve on the Board of Trustees of Isothermal Community College through appointment by the Rutherford County Commission. Today, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to Isothermal Community College's 58th commencement. As we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of this outstanding group of graduates, I would like to recognize and thank special guests whose support strengthens the college and the communities of Rutherford and Polk counties that we serve. First, I would like to recognize the members of the Isothermal Community College Board of Trustees who work diligently behind the scenes to support our students, faculty, and staff. Trustees, would you please stand and remain standing to be recognized for your commitment to the college? William Miller, David Hunt, Jordan Barnes, Steve Bedford, Michael Benfield, Grady Franklin, Jackie Godlock, Tony Helton, James Hutchins, Amy Jenkins, Marsh Pittman, Bryson Smith, Dana Stansberry, Alexander Cook. Thank you, trustees. We are grateful for your leadership and commitment to the college. I would also like to recognize our elected officials who support the college and our communities. Members of the Rutherford County Board of Commissioners and Polk County Board of Commissioners, please stand. Okay. Additionally, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our state legislators, mayors, and municipal leaders across Rutherford and Polk counties, our superintendents, school leaders, and educational partners, and our local law enforcement and emergency services personnel. Your service to our communities and support to the college are deeply valued. Thank you all for being with us today to celebrate our graduates. It is now my honor to introduce the president of Isothermal Community College, Dr. Margaret Annunziata, who will continue our celebration today.
Thank you, Dr. Daigle. We are grateful for your presence here today and for the steadfast support of our Board of Trustees as we advance our mission to improve life through learning for each and every member of our communities. Good morning, graduates, families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, and welcome again to a beautiful day of celebration. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you to Isothermal Community College's Spring 2026 commencement ceremony. On this morning, we begin a new day by celebrating the remarkable achievements of our graduates and the dedication that has brought each of you to this moment. This year, we are proud to recognize 688 graduates who have earned an impressive total of 1,014 credentials. For those of you doing the math, you know these folks were getting it done. You come from 18 counties across North Carolina, 4 states, and 6 countries. Proof that Isothermal is both deeply rooted in our region and a gateway for opportunity far beyond it. Graduates, today is your victory lap. Your degree, diploma, or credential represents more than programs completed. It represents grit, growth, and a decision again and again to keep going. You balanced responsibilities, met deadlines, learned new skills, and proved to yourselves and to the world that you are ready for what comes next. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank our exceptional faculty and staff who walked beside you during your experience at Isothermal. Would all members of our faculty and staff please stand? Thank you. Thank you for your unwavering commitment, a commitment to excellence in education, the passion you bring for teaching, and your dedication to our students' growth and development, which have made this day possible. You have inspired, guided, challenged, and supported our graduates every step of the way, and for that, we are deeply grateful. Graduates, as you step into your next, a new job, a promotion, a transfer pathway, an apprenticeship, military service, or a bold new goal, know this: Isothermal helped prepare you for this moment, and we will continue to cheer you on. Here, you gained more than coursework. You gained confidence, connections, and a community that believes in you. Isothermal is proud to be part of your story, and we remain committed to serving you as you continue your educational and career journeys. As you step forward from today, whether you continue your education, enter the workforce, serve our communities, or pursue a new passion, remember that the skills and knowledge you gained here are a strong foundation. You are prepared to contribute, lead, and make a meaningful impact in your communities and beyond. Carry with you the values of integrity, curiosity, and compassion that have been nurtured during your time at Isothermal Community College. Continue to strive for excellence, embrace lifelong learning, and make a positive impact wherever you go. Congratulations, class of 2026. Today, we celebrate you, your accomplishments, your resilience, and your promise. Wherever your next leads, carry forward the pride of what you achieved at Isothermal. And remember, you will always have a home here. Now, enjoy this moment and celebrate your well-deserved success. At this time, I am pleased to recognize the recipient of the Robert Wendell Eves Distinguished Teaching Award, presented annually to a faculty member who exemplifies excellence in teaching and a deep commitment to students. Established in 1982, this award honors Dr. Robert Wendell Eves and his legacy of service through education. This year's recipient, Matthew Humphreys, was nominated by students who spoke with great appreciation for the impact he has had on their lives and learning. In addition to receiving this distinguished honor, Matthew served as today's mace bearer. The ceremonial mace is a traditional symbol of collegiate scholarship, academic integrity, and the college's governing authority. At Isothermal, it also reflects our enduring commitment to meaningful educational opportunities for the communities we serve. It is my honor to recognize Matthew Humphreys as this year's Robert Wendell Eves Distinguished Teaching Award recipient. Matthew, please rise as we recognize you for your excellence in teaching, dedication to students, and service to Isothermal Community College. We also recognize this year's finalists, Ariel Starr Tate and Michael Lyda, for their excellence in teaching and meaningful contributions to student success. Starr and Michael, please rise as we recognize your nominations as well. And now it is my honor to introduce this year's commencement speaker, a leader whose life and work reflect the very heart of the community college mission. Dr. Janet Spriggs serves as the 7th president of Forsyth Technical Community College, where she leads with vision, courage, warmth, and an unwavering belief in the power of education to enhance lives. A North Carolina native and former first-generation community college student, Dr. Spriggs knows personally what many of our graduates know, that community colleges do not simply open doors, they transform futures. Her distinguished career spans more than 30 years in the North Carolina community college system, including key leadership roles at Carteret Community College, Rowan Cabarrus Community College, and now Forsyth Tech. Dr. Spriggs' leadership has been nationally recognized through the Aspen Institute's Community College Excellence Program, where she holds the distinction of being a 3-time Aspen Presidential Fellow. Guided by her leadership, Forsyth Tech was named an Achieving the Dream Leader College of Distinction and is a semifinalist for the prestigious 2027 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. Additionally, Dr. Spriggs has been named the 2026 North Carolina Community College System President of the Year, the highest honor given to a community college president in our state. Yet beyond the honors and accomplishments, what makes Dr. Spriggs so well suited for this moment is her deep commitment to students. to belonging, to opportunity, and to the belief that leadership is rooted in authentic relationships. She often grounds her work in a simple but powerful conviction: love deeply, laugh often, lead well. Graduates, as you prepare to move from this chapter into the next, we could not ask for a more fitting voice to speak with you today. Someone whose own roots in community college helped give her wings and whose leadership continues to help others find their next. Please join me in warmly welcoming my colleague and dear friend, Dr. Janet Spriggs.
Good morning, Dr. Annunziata, trustees, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and most of all, graduates. Thank you for the honor of standing with you on this special day. And to the patriots of the Isothermal Community College class of 2026, congratulations, you did it. That does deserve our applause. Isothermal is a college focused on helping you find your next. Whether your next is a job, a transfer, a promotion you've been chasing, or a dream you have not even said out loud yet, Isothermal has been preparing you for it. So I want to honor that today and talk to you about your next. And to do that, I decided to tell you about a 17-year-old girl who didn't believe one time that she had a next. That girl was me. I am the oldest of three, an only daughter, a first-generation everything, and I grew up in tiny Milton, North Carolina, in a double-wide trailer on a tobacco farm with my very rotten, spoiled baby brothers. My family worked really hard on that farm, the kind of hard that gets in your hands, and it stays there like the tobacco gum that always caked my hands with tar at the end of a day full of stringing leaves of tobacco. Nobody in my family had ever been to college, and no one expected me to go to college. I started working in the office at the local mill when I was just 15 years old. And the reason that I was in that office and not out in the fields was because of my daddy. My daddy loved me. And one day, when I was just a little girl, complaining about how hot the August heat was, he sat me down and he said this: "Baby girl, if you learn a skill, maybe if you could learn to type, you can write your ticket off this tobacco farm. You can get a job in an office with air conditioning. You won't have to work in the hot sun like the rest of us." That was his dream for me: a skill, an office, a way out of the back-breaking, hot, hard work of tobacco farming. And let me tell you something, that was not a small dream. For my daddy, that was the biggest dream that he knew how to give me. That was a daddy giving his little girl the best future that his eyes could see for her. So I learned to type. And not to brag, but in the 1970s, I didn't just learn to type on one of those manual typewriters. I became one of the fastest typists in North Carolina. I was an FBLA state typing champion. I had a trophy and everything. By the time I was finishing my junior year of high school, I had an air-conditioned office. I had a real paycheck working part-time in the mill. I had done everything my daddy had given to me in that dream. But my friends started talking about going to college. They were going to State, to Carolina. They were heading somewhere, and I was not. And I was jealous. And then I was ashamed that I was jealous because my daddy had given me the best dream that he had. So one afternoon, early in my senior year, I went to the one person in the world that I could talk to about anything, my grandmother. And I said, "Granny, all my friends are talking about going off to college. I'm graduating third in my class. I'm the fastest typer in this state, and I'm going to be stuck in the office at the mill forever." And Granny looked at me and she smiled that sweet, love-filled smile that my mind still sees today. And she said the words that I've carried with me since 1979. She said, "Why? Why are you stuck in the office?" She didn't hand me a check. She didn't have money. My granny lived her entire life in a house without indoor plumbing. She didn't hand me a college application or try to tell me what to do. She just absolutely refused to accept that I did not have a next to reach for. And in that one word, why, a ceiling in my life cracked. Granny's question gave me the courage to dream bigger and to believe that I could go to college. But I still had no idea how to do that. My parents loved me, but they didn't know how to because no one in my family had ever done it before. So I worked up the courage to talk to my pastor, Kevin, and his wife, Pam, who had both just graduated from Carolina. They were 22 years old, and I said to them very shyly, "Do you think somebody like me can go to college?" And these two young people who had really no obligation to me, no extra time, and certainly no extra money on a student pastor's salary, they put me in their car. They drove me to campus visits. They sat at their kitchen table with me, filling out applications. That was when the FAFSA was on paper. They helped me find scholarships. They walked me step by step into a future that my family could not see for me and one that I couldn't even see for myself. Granny cracked the ceiling. Kevin and Pam built the bridge. And in 1980, I became the first person in my family to go to college. Graduates, that is what Isothermal has done for you. Some of you walked through these doors with somebody's voice in your head telling you that you couldn't do it. Some of you walked in here as a first-generation everything, just like I was. Some of you walked in here at 16 or 18 with just a few responsibilities. And some of you walked in here at 49 with a job and kids and a mortgage and one more shot at the dream that you maybe tucked away years ago. And Isothermal did for you what Kevin and Pam did for me. Think about the faculty who sat with you when the math was not mathing, advisors who helped you build your educational plan and actually stick to it, mentors who would not let you quit. Granny cracked the ceiling for me. Pam and Kevin built a bridge to college for me. I'm here to tell you today that Isothermal is a ceiling-cracking, bridge-building college, and they prepared you well for whatever your next is. I want to tell you something that I figured out very recently, like embarrassingly recently, while I was writing this speech for you today. For years now, as an educator and as a college president, I have said this line often: Our students don't need us to believe in them forever. They just need us to believe in them until they can believe in themselves. I always thought that that was my line, built out of my career, 30 years experience working in higher education. I thought it came from watching thousands of graduates just like you walk across a stage just like this one. But you know what I realized? I didn't build that line. My granny gave it to me the summer I was 17 when she believed in me until I could believe in myself. Graduates, your next is real and your next matters. Whether you are walking off this stage and onto a job first thing Monday morning, into a classroom at a 4-year university this fall, or into a life that has not even shown itself to you yet, your next is coming, and it is bigger and better because of your journey here at Isothermal. So as you walk across this stage today, think about the people who got you here, the other ceiling crackers and bridge builders in your life. The mama who worked a double shift, the daddy who told you that you could be more than he ever imagined, the son or daughter who is always watching you, wanting to be just like you when they grow up, the teacher, the advisor, the classmate, the husband, the wife, the friend. Who is your granny? Who is your bridge? Remember to thank them for helping you create a solid foundation for your next at Isothermal Community College. And go be granny for somebody else. Go be someone else's bridge. Because somewhere in Rutherford or Polk County, somewhere in this state or this country, there's a 17-year-old who's decided she's stuck. There's a grown man working a job that is not paying the bills for his family. There's a single mama who thinks that it's too late for her dream. And they're waiting for you. They are waiting for somebody to look them dead in the eyes and ask one word: why? Why are you stuck? In just a few moments, you will be a college graduate, an alum of Isothermal Community College. They have prepared you well for your next. Honor that by helping somebody else find theirs. My granny died on December 16th, 1979, just a few months after she changed my future. But I want you to know something. She has never stopped working in my life. She was with me when I finished my bachelor's degree and through every one of the 12 long years it took me to do that. She was with me the first time I applied for a big job. She was with me the day I became a community college president. And she's with me today as I stand here with you. And so is your granny, whoever that is in your life. So is the daddy who dreamed for you until you were ready to dream bigger. So is the pastor or the mama or the husband or wife who told you over and over that you can be whatever you choose to be, including a college graduate. And then they helped you build a bridge to Isothermal. As you walk across the stage today, graduates, remember, somebody needs you to believe in them. Not forever, just until they can believe in themselves. Like my granny did for me and like Isothermal Community College has done for you. Class of 2026, I challenge you to go find your next with purpose and pride. And if I may offer a final call to action, try every day to love deeply, laugh often, and lead well. Congratulations, Isothermal Patriots, class of 2026. Thank you.
At this time, we'll prepare the stage for our graduates. During today's ceremony, each graduate will be recognized for the highest credential they have earned. To ensure the recognition of each graduate, we ask that the audience be respectful with your enthusiastic support so that each name can be clearly heard and each graduate appropriately recognized. As we begin, I'd like to invite Dr. Daigle, President Annunziata, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs Sandra Lackner, and our graduation marshals to take their places. Candidates for graduation will be recognized in alphabetical order. Candidates, at this time, please rise and come forward. Aubrey Joelle Acree, Certificate Manucuring, and Nail Technology with high honors. Chloe Lynn Adair, Associate in Arts with high honors. Beth Ann Barker, Associate of Applied Science degree, Information Technology Cybersecurity with honors. Macy Ann Baheeler, Diploma Cosmetology with honors. Marisa Charlotte Baheeler, Certificate Computer-Aided Drafting Technology with high honors. Harley Price Bakisi, Associate of Applied Science degree, Business Administration, General Business Specialty with honors. Sage Emmanuel Bell, Associate in Arts with honors. Emma Grace Bledsoe, Associate in Arts. Madden Lane Bright, Associate in Arts and Associate in Arts in Teacher Preparation. Olivia Ann Brown, Associate in Arts. Brandy Leanne Bird, Associate in Applied Science in Social and Human Services with high honors. Cheyenne Autumn Bird, Associate in Applied Science in Human Services Technology, Small Animal Assisted Interactions with honors. Fatima Carrillo Rodriguez, Associate in Science. Alexander Joffrey Cook, Associate in Arts with honors. Courtney B. Coyle, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Office Management with high honors. Kristen Renee Krotz, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Office Administration, Healthcare Administration Specialty with honors. Carson Burgess Downey, Associate of Applied Science in Graphic Design with high honors. Vincente Escalara Estudio, Certificate in Business Administration. Zoe Grace Ferguson, Associate in Science with high honors. Nathan Flores, Associate of Applied Science, Electrical System Technology. Antonio Cruz Garcia, Associate in Arts. Allison Page Gibson, Associate in Arts with high honors. Jackson Doug Gibson, Associate of Applied Science degree, Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Gregory Maximus Gigi, Associate of Applied Science, Mechanical Engineering Technology with honors. Thomas Octavius Gigi, Associate of Applied Science degree, Mechanical Engineering Technology with honors. Abigail Grajales Salinas, Associate in Arts with high honors. Serena Ellen Lee Green, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, Birth Decay Licensure Transfer. Jessica Lee Grooms, Associate of Applied Science degree, Associate degree Nursing, LPN to ADN. Victoria Ann Guffey, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and Associate in General Education Nursing with honors. Anissa Bianca Hall, Associate in Arts with honors. Michaela Imani Hall, Associate in Science with high honors. Dawson Michael Harden, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting Technology. Brianna Renee Harrell, Associate of Applied Science degree, Graphic Design with honors. Stephanie Amaris Harrison, Certificate Manicuring and Nail Technology with honors. Debbie Lynn Hendrick, Associate of Applied Science degree, Associate degree Nursing with honors. Brittany Hernandez Valerio, Associate in Arts. Savannah Grace Hodge, Associate in Arts with honors. Kaylee Lynn Holland, Associate in Arts in Teacher Preparation. Ashley Champion Hooper, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration with honors. John Samuel Hutchinson, Certificate, Computer Integrated Machining with high honors. Kelsey Lee Engel, Certificate, Criminal Justice Technology. Kelsey Duran Jackson, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration. Termaine Nicole Jackson, Associate in Arts with honors. Hattie Ruth Jolly Crawford, Certificate, Cosmetology. Ava Catherine Jones, Associate in Arts with honors. Bryson Scott Jones, Associate of Applied Science, Electrical System Technology with honors. Wendy Gale Kirsch, Associate of Applied Science, Equine Business with honors. Esther Ida Marie Lale, Associate of Applied Science, Accounting and Finance with high honors. Riley Grace Larita, Certificate Business Administration with high honors. Erica Danielle Lauder, Diploma Business Administration. Elizabeth Grace Liljastrand, Associate in Arts with honors. Alexis Verinje Logan, Certificate Cosmetology. Consuelo Maria Lopez, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Office Administration, Medical Billing and Coding Specialty with honors. Chelsea Marie Lovelace, Diploma Business Administration with high honors. Roberto Lugo Mejia, Certificate Welding Technology. Kaylin Renee Lynch, Certificate Cosmetology with honors. Arcasia Deshante Lynch, Associate of Applied Science, Associate Degree in Nursing. Maggie Marie Malloy, Certificate Cosmetology with honors. Makila Renee Mays, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Office Administration, Healthcare Administration Specialty. Cassie Marie McFarland, Associate in Arts and Associate in Science with honors. Gabriel Adam McNeely, Associate in Science. Bethany Caroline Mead, Diploma Cosmetology with honors. Mason Zachariah Monteith, Associate in Applied Science in Welding Technology. Alea Ray Moore, Diploma Cosmetology. Crystal Baumgardner Mullinex, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration with high honors. Dayanara Yasmin Murillo, Certificate Cosmetology. Morgan Lace Newbury, Associate in Arts with high honors. Eric Alberto Ernesto, Associate in Arts with high honors. Kelly Owens, Associate of Applied Science, Graphic Design with high honors. Angel Leland Padilla, Associate in Science. Joanna Carolina Pena, Certificate Cosmetology with honors. Kaylin Savannah Price, Associate of Applied Science in Graphic Design. Carly Shea Ramsey, Associate of Applied Science, Cosmetology with honors. Kimberly Simmons Rash, Certificate Aesthetics Technology with high honors. Eva Zarin Ray, Diploma Cosmetology with honors. Brooklyn Sierra Robbins, Associate in Arts with honors. Carlos Alberto Rojas Salinas, Associate in Arts. Jasmine Roman, Associate of Arts in Teacher Preparation with honors. Rachel Irene Russell, Associate in Arts. Joni Matasia Simpson, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice Technology. Zane Anthony Skidmore, Associate in Arts with honors. Austin Seuss, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting Technology with honors. High honors. Wyatt Stephen Smith, Certificate Welding Technology with high honors. Elizabeth Ann Sprouse, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice Technology with honors. Samantha L. Sullins, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, Career Entry. Robert Wayne Suttle, Associate of Applied Science, Electrical Systems Technology with honors. Hope Alexis Thomas, Certificate Cosmetology. Kylie Sky Thomas, Certificate Social and Human Services with high honors. William Bryant Thomas, Certificate Business Administration with honors. Garen Jaree Thompson, Associate in Science and Associate in Arts with honors. Riley Madison Trask, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, General Business Specialty. Jordan Schuyler Trout, Associate in Arts. Aiden Kendall Vaughn, Associate of Applied Science, Social and Human Services with high honors. Sawyer L. Wall, Associate of Applied Science, Agribusiness Technology, Livestock Management. Ryan Maxwell Whiteside, Certificate Welding Technology with honors. Kira Hope Williams, Associate in Arts. Isabella Jane Wolf, Associate of Applied Science, Graphic Design with honors. Kenley McLean Zachrich, Certificate Business Administration with high honors. On behalf of Dr. Ashley Day, Dean of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Kim Harvey, Dean of Applied Technologies, Donna Hood, Dean of Health and Public Services, and the college faculty, I present to you these candidates for the certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees. Please join me in recognizing these candidates. President Annunziata, these students have met the requirements established by their faculty, the Office of the Registrar, and the Board of Trustees of Isothermal Community College. It is my distinct privilege to recommend these candidates to you for the conferring of their earned credentials.
Graduates, we are proud of your accomplishments and even more of the learners you have become. You have stayed focused on your goals, strengthened your knowledge and skills, and shown resilience in the face of challenges. During your time at Isothermal Community College, you have learned not only in classrooms and labs, but also through experience, perseverance, and discovery. As you move forward, I encourage you to carry that spirit of curiosity, growth, and confidence with you, knowing that your learning will continue to shape your lives, your work, and your contributions to our community. We at Isothermal Community College are honored to have been part of your journey, and we look forward to seeing all that you will continue to learn and achieve. Remember, again, you always have a home at ICC. Now, will all candidates for graduation please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Isothermal Community College and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon each of you your respective certificate, diploma, or degree with all rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now, graduates, please remain standing as we welcome your Student Government Association President and fellow graduate, Alexander Cook, to bring this ceremony to a close.
Fellow graduates, I am honored to stand here today with you in a place that we are proud to call our college home. As your Student Government Association President, it is my privilege to invite you, the class of 2026, to join me in moving our tassels from the right to the left, signifying the completion of our certificates, diplomas, and degrees. Friends and families, I present to you the Isothermal Community College class of 2026.
Guests, please stand for the recessional and allow all graduates to exit before leaving your seats.